The Miraidon League Battle deck is the latest in the lineup of League Battle decks, pre-made competitive level decks from the Pokemon Company. These are probably my favorite product that the Pokemon Company put out because you are getting very strong decks, and with a couple of modifications, you are getting the meta build. And in the case of Miraidon, this is an interesting take because at the time of this recording, Miraidon is having a moment right now. It is one of the top decks in competitive play, really finding its footing here, and being able to get the Miraidon in a League Battle deck package is really exciting for players that want to try this deck out. So today we are going to review the deck list. I'll show you how it works, and we'll actually play some matches with it in TCG Live. I'm Jeff from InThirdPerson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's go over the contents of the Miraidon League Battle deck. I'm going to actually pull us over to PTCG Live, and let's talk about the deck, starting with Miraidon EX. It's a basic lightning Pokemon with 220 HP, 1 retreat, weak to fighting, and it's got the ability Tandem Unit. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic lightning Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Then shuffle your deck. And one of those 2 Pokemon can be another Miraidon, at which point you can then use Tandem Unit again to further set up. With 2 Miraidons that come with the deck, you are pretty much going to set up your entire bench when you have at least 1 Miraidon in play, which is amazing. And its attack, Photon Blaster, 2 lightning and a colorless, does 220 damage, and during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Now, it's unfortunate that you just can't attack for 220 repeatedly. However, there are a number of switch options that come with the deck, making it easy to pivot in and out and allow for Miraidon to attack again or move into another attacker. We've also got, core to the strategy is Regieleki VMAX. It has the ability Transistor, which boosts the attacks of your basic lightning Pokemon by 30, and its attack is not bad either. Max Thunder and Lightning does 220 damage, and you also can't attack on the following turn, but you are boosting Miraidon's attack by 30. All of the other attackers besides Regieleki VMAX get boosted, and because this deck has a 2-2 line of Regieleki V and Regieleki VMAX, you are going to be able to top out with Miraidon at 280 damage, which is enough to take out basic EXs, stage 1 EXs, also V-Star Pokemon as well. And you throw a Vitality Band on there, which the deck also comes with, and we are talking about 290 damage, which is a bonkers. And so we've got like a 2-2 line of Regieleki VMAX. We've got 2 Miraidon. We also have 2 Zeraora. Now, you might be looking at its moves here, and admittedly, they're not great. The reason this card is here is that it has a retreat cost of 0. Oftentimes, especially when one of your Pokemon get knocked out, you'll want to put Zeraora in the active, and then use a card like Electric Generator, which only works on bench Pokemon, charge up your Pokemon with the generator, and then pivot Zeraora out into what you want to attack with. So we've got 2 of those. We also have 2 Regieleki. Now, this is oftentimes known as the bad Regieleki, but I understand its inclusion in this deck. For 1 colorless energy, Electromagnetic Sonar lets you grab a trainer card from your discard pile and put it into your hand. This one actually came in really handy because in the moment, I didn't realize trainer card also meant like item cards and tools. So that can be handy in very specific instances, though it's certainly not ideal. However, Targeted Bolt for 2 lightning and a colorless, you get to discard 2 energy. Well, you have to discard 2 energy, and you can do 120 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. In a scenario where Miraidon hits for however much damage it does, and your opponent tries to hide that attacked Pokemon on the bench, Regieleki can come in and snipe it. Now, Manaphy's going to block this Regieleki attack, which is unfortunate, but it's something to keep in mind here as well. Last but not least, in terms of the Pokemon lineup, we have a 2-2 line of Bibarel. We have the ability Industrious Incisors, lets you draw up to 5 cards. Ideally, you want to have at least 1 Bibarel on your bench to help you draw cards. Thankfully, they also included the good Bidoof. This is the one with the carefree countenance ability, so it can't get bench sniped. Damage counters will still hit Bidoof, but straight up damage will not. So something like Moonlight Shuriken on Greninja will not work on this Bidoof. So the counts here, it's kind of 2s across the board. If you were upgrading to build the Regieleki version, I would definitely go like 4-4 on the Regielekis, have at least one more Miraidon. I would throw a Raikou in here as well. But maybe let's not get bogged down in the upgrades at this point in time. Let's go and talk about the rest of the deck here. We've got 4 copies of Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards, grab a Pokemon of your choice. In particular, this is great for grabbing Regieleki VMAX, as well as thinning your hand so that Bibarel can draw more cards. 2 copies of Switch, especially with the pivoting that you want to do in this deck, because a lot of your attackers can attack on the following turn. So either being able to switch into a secondary attacker or switch into a pivot like Zeraora that can then retreat and then bring your original attacker back in is key to this deck. 4 copies of Professor's Research, discard your hand and draw 7. This is a deck you're trying to fly through the deck as fast as you can, getting to the Electric Generators quickly, which is an incredibly powerful card in this deck and pretty much any Lightning deck going forward. You get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and attach up to 2 basic Lightning energy you find there onto your bench Pokemon in any way you like, which means that there is the potential for you to get a turn 1 donk going second, which is a big part of why Miraidon is awesome. We got Vitality Band for plus 10 damage. We've got Leafy Camo Poncho. You're going to want to put this on one of your Regielekis on the bench. This prevents your opponent from playing boss's orders and bossing up a Regieleki to try and take the 3 prizes that way. 1 copy of Forest Seal Stone. This is an incredible card. You attach this to Regieleki V or VMAX, and you use this as your V-Star power. It lets you grab 1 card from your deck, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. This card in competitive play is wildly popular and incredibly expensive. I wonder if that's going to change now that the Miraidon deck is here. But I've already seen in the comments of my YouTube video when we announced this, there are people that are going to be buying this deck just so they can get access to Forest Seal Stone. And even though I kind of just built a Miraidon deck, actually, do I have the cards here? I might have put the deck, my Miraidon deck might still be, oh, here it is. Regardless, I built I'm going to segue here just for funsies. Like, I built a Miraidon deck here, and I still might buy this League Battle deck just for 4 Seal Stone. Like, it is that serious, and the prices on the 4 Seal Stone are so insane. But I kind of hope that the price comes down with this deck coming out and 4 Seal Stone being a little more readily available. We got 3 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics down. If you're upgrading the deck, I don't know if you necessarily need this many because Miraidon does so much of the heavy lifting, but Nest Ball isn't necessarily the worst. We've got 4 copies of Arven. I think there's a little too much Arven in this deck, TBH, but it is a good card. It lets you search for an item card and a tool card, lets you get that 4 Seal Stone and an Electric Generator or an Ultra Ball. Whatever combination of items and tools, Arven gets you there. And we have an aggressive count of boss's orders. 4 copies of boss lets you gust a opposing bench Pokemon into the active, and this is particularly great where Miraidon's damage isn't always where you want it to be, and therefore you can boss up something that is a little easier to knock out. And last but not least, here on the trainer side, we've got 2 copies of Beach Court, which reduces retreat cost by 1, and in the case of Miraidon specifically, that gives it free retreat. You don't have to discard any energy when you are pivoting to something else, which is really nice. And last but not least, we have a whopping 15 Lightning energy, which is about the right count for this deck. Because of the presence of Electric Generator, you really want to give yourself as many shots at attaching extra energy as you can, and 15 is a good number for that. So the general game plan of this deck is you want to set up really fast. You want to get at least 1 Miraidon on the board. Use Tandem Unit to fill your bench. You also want to use Electric Generators. Spam these as quickly as you can. Get a bunch of energy on whichever you think are the best attackers for this situation, which may be Miraidon, which might be Regieleki VMAX. It might be the bad Regieleki. It might actually even be Regieleki V based on the matchup. Lightning Wall doing 100 damage and taking taking 100 less damage in certain matchups is actually pretty good as well. And so you want to hit fast, you want to hit hard. By turn 2, you definitely want 1 or 2 Regieleki VMAXs set up, and you want to close the door on them early, because the farther the game goes, you are going to struggle, especially with energy acceleration. If you've burned through your... Oop, I hit the wrong button there. You burn through your generators and you run out of gas, and now you're struggling to get the rest of your board set up. You can have a really hard time there. So that's it. You want to go real quick. Let's go to the matches, and at the end of this video, let's go, if there's still time, at the end of this video, regardless of time, I will show some potential upgrade paths for the Miraidon League Battle Deck. Let's go. Interesting start here. I really want... Okay, we're gonna start with Regieleki in the active, actually. I really want Miraidon to get the generator here. Okay, Arceus Vulpix. This is not ideal. Now, if we can get the donk right now, this is actually the perfect use case for that, right? If we get the double energy, we knock out this Arceus, then we pretty much win this game. And we have to do it right now. We get double generator. Okay, let's go and set up. So we have 2 kicks at the can here. Let's go Miraidon Zeraora. We don't have another... Okay. I guess we can bench bad Regieleki as well here. And we've prized one of the Regielekis. Let's go and hit generator 1. Actually, I think we've got him. Check this out. Okay, we get 1 energy. I need to hit 1 more off of this generator. We get 2. Amazing. So we're going to go 1 and 2. And we can Arven for a generator and a 4 seal stone. Yeah, this is basically the perfect turn for us, right? Let's go in generator again. And we don't hit anything that time, which is fine. And let's go and retreat. We go into Miraidon, and I'm actually going to hold on to that stone. 220. We take 2 prizes, and this is kind of how you have to win this game. Okay, we get the Regieleki VMAX. We get the stone. Now, I guess theoretically, they are a Raihan away from winning this game. Let's see how they play it. They are going to Irida, so they're going for it. And we may actually have to get this Zeraora online. Because, yeah, at a certain point, if they get all the things set up, we can't actually hit through this. Vulpix is such a good card. Like, it's wonky to set up, but the fact that you can just not get hit by anything. So let's be careful here how we proceed. Because, yeah, if they can get Snow Mirage set up, then we are kind of screwed. $220. There is a world in which if we can get Miraidon to attack again, we can one-shot this Vulpix. Let's see. They're going to need a bunch of stuff to have... They get the other Arceus. Damn it. Okay. Can we go fast enough to knock out this Vulpix is really what this is going to come down to. I could also Forest Seal Stone and just get a generator. I don't think I am confident enough in that plan working. I would rather grab... Like, I could generator, and then if we brick on that, then we're screwed. I would rather research. Maybe we get the generator, maybe we don't. But we could figure out some stuff after that. So, let's go and... Let's go Star Alchemy, and we will grab a Professor's Research here. Let's attach band. Research for 7. Hopefully we get a generator. At least 1 energy. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. 1, 2. And we need to get the... Let's go... I think we power up the Zeraora just in case. And now we have pretty much the ideal setup here, because we can retreat into the second Miraidon. We are going to be blasting for 260 off the rip. And now, if they bench another Vulpix, hopefully they don't disrupt our hand. We've got boss in hand. We can go and knock that out, and then we just win. That is the goal. That is the goal. But yeah, this is pretty much... If we had gotten the second Regieleki VMAX set up, that would have been perfect. Oh, we've burned all 4 generators already? Okay, so... they get their Arceus V-Star. They can't attack right now. Like, hopefully they don't play any hand disruption. I think now is a good time for them to Iono, though. TBH. Oh, they're going to judge. Yep. That's unfortunate for us. We are going to get... Huh, interesting. I don't... Interesting. I guess because the Palkia can power itself up, but the Palkia is going to get one-shotted by Regieleki here. I don't know if I agree with that move. Let's see how they play it. Like, maybe we transition into attacking with... or powering up Regieleki instead. I can't believe we've burned all 4 generators here. Aw, man. It feels bad having gotten judged there, because we should have just won. But now they make it interesting, to be fair. And this might be a way, like the Palkia could be a secondary way of powering up Vulpix, is another way of looking at it. Let's see how they go about it, though. Yeah. I think the potential saving grace here is that if we can dig deep enough into the bottom of the deck, we could potentially find boss's orders and be done with it that way. So there's a couple ways we can go about this. Let's go and power up Zeraora here. Like, actually, yeah, it's multiple options of ways of going about this. Let's go and research. We do get the boss now. And at this point, with game in hand, all we have to do... Let's see, do we have another... Do we have Bibarel in the deck? Yes, we do. Let's go and bench the Bidoof. And we will retreat into the second Miraidon. And we'll swing for 250. And now, we are a boss away from hitting either the Arceus or the Palkia for the win here. Now is the Palkia gonna... Now they need to get... Ooh, they only have... Both of their Vulpixes. How many Vulpix does this deck run? Do they run 3? There's no way they run 3 Vulpix, right? Oh, when are they gonna boss up? Oh, the bad Regieleki. Okay. Stalling for time. I don't hate it. Now, that actually puts us in a good spot because, hopefully, Arven can get us a switch out. Yep. Sweet. We go Vitality Band. We go Switch. And actually, let's go and attack with Zeraora here. Mach Bolt doing 120 damage. We knock out the Arceus. And we take the win there. Clean sweep. GG's. We get the other Regieleki. We get the energy there. And that's probably as good of a match I think that we're gonna get with the Miraidon League Battle. Not saying you should cut the video off right now. Don't go away. But that was kind of the ideal test case there, where you get the generator, you set up your board perfectly, you get the turn 1 donk, and you're able to stay hyper aggressive. We got 2 Miraidon set up that could move back and forth with the Beach Court, so you didn't have to retreat any energy. And even if they got the Vulpix set up there, we had outs to go and blast either the Palkia or the Arceus there for the win. And yeah, they did not get to attack at all this entire game. And I think with this variation of the deck, you really, I mean, Miraidon's always the fast deck, but you have to be even faster if you're playing the Regieleki variant, because there are more things that can go wrong. You can brick off the generators. You can, Miraidon is very squishy as an attacker, and you're not really tanking anything. So you really just have to get the jump on your opponent and take them out quickly. So really good match to showcase what this deck can do here. GG's. We do get the Miraidon, which is everything for us. We don't, no generators in hand though. And that's a little bit of a problem. We are up against Mew VMAX, and that is definitely cause for concern. And they're going to hit Battle VIP Pass, and that's a problem as well. I hope they hit Tails. Mew VMAX, I know it's not necessarily... I think more people are kind of scared to play Mew right now because of the presence of Charizard, but in the competitive scene, Mew is still incredibly strong. Charizard has... I mean, at the time of this recording, Pittsburgh Regionals hasn't happened, and we haven't seen how Charizard performs there. Maybe it has an amazing run. But at this point in time, Charizard is kind of a little disappointing. And not to say it's a bad deck, I just don't think... Yeah, it kind of has bad matchups against, like, the best decks in the game, which is kind of problematic. They've got a brilliant start to this, and we have, like, no real recourse. We can get set up, but without and they're going to play Path to the Peak as well, which that's actually kind of fine. Right, we can go and bump that. Let's go and get our tandem unit rolling, and we will grab a Regieleki Miraidon. And let's, with the second tandem unit, go and grab a... I think we go Zeraora Regieleki here. And let's go and grab ourselves a... Oof. I may not have thought this all the way through. Okay, let's get rid of the Switch. And I will put down a Bidoof. And I think if we were willing to cough up anything, it would be the Zeraora, because we can just get that back. And let's go and drag out the Genesect. And hopefully we can stall for time that way. And then with Bibarel, we can draw more cards and make things happen from here. Uh-oh, they're going to Alessa Sparkle. And if they can switch out, which they probably will, we will be in a miserable spot. Yeah, they're going to get their Mew VMAX set up. I don't actually know if there's anything we can do at this point on paper, and they're going to hit the power tablet. Like, at this point, they are one-shotting Regieleki VMAXs if they want. Trekking shoes, interesting take. Am I? Yeah, I think we have to cough up a Miraidon. That's terrible. Oof. 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 Okay. I mean, against any deck, right? Mew is hitting for like 300 damage at this point. Any deck is going to be in a really bad spot here. I could have given up. Yeah, the double Mew VMAX. Ugh. This is about as perfect of a start as Mew is going to get. And they put down the Path to the Peak again. Double Path. That is aggressive for a Meloetta build. We don't normally see Mew with that much. 310 damage My word. All right. So not a lot most decks in this position can do. I think that our goal at this point is, like, what can we even get? Like, sure, I guess we can get the bad Regieleki out here. We draw 5 cards, and let's see what happens, right? Maybe we hit a generator. We can attach, and I think we're still dead, right? Like, if we... I guess, yeah, we could Force Seal Stone. And we can go attach an energy here. And actually, can we get Boss? If we can get Boss, we can take out the Meloetta, and that at least gives us... Oh, wait, we just played Arven, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, I think we're still dead. Okay, let's go and grab a... Do we just grab another generator? Let's see what we can hit here. And maybe we put that energy onto this Regieleki, and maybe we can get a snipe on this Regieleki in the next turn or something like that. Okay, we're going to hit for 220. I'm almost certain they are going to... Oh, yeah, they just go into the Meloetta, and then we're in a horrible spot. Let's see if we can make this interesting. Like, there is a world. They knock this out, and potentially we could snipe with the Regieleki, and then maybe we make it happen that way. Right? Maybe. Just maybe. How bad? We still have one more Beach Court floating around. I guess Path doesn't really hurt us in the current... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oof. That sucks. That sucks. Now... But interesting choice, though. Interesting choice. Like, they are going to lose the 2 energy here. And I will attach the second energy to... I think there's an argument to be made for sure that we should have... Okay, let's go and hit for 230. That I should be powering up the Regieleki right now instead. 1, 2, 3. There's the generator. Here's the Regieleki. Let's see. Double turbo on the Mew. What's the play? What is the play? Tails, 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 tails. Tails, 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 tails. No! Okay. Is what it is. I would imagine it's a power tab and then they just knock us out, right? That's what I would do. I mean, they're still in a good spot. Oh, yeah, they're gonna... Yeah, they could do that too. Just vacuum away Path to the Peak and then do their thing. Oh, and we're gonna get Iono'd here, and that's actually kind of unfortunate, depending on what 3 cards we get here. And I think... Yeah, we could guarantee ourselves a generator with Arven. I think we need more. I think we need more than that. So we'll go and research and see what happens here. Hopefully they don't... They are... Yep, there's the power tab. Now they're down to 5 cards. I don't... Is that anything? And I don't think we can attack with the bad Regieleki anymore. I think we have to go in with Regieleki VMAX to at least wall off. Now, is there a world where we survive simply by decking them out, right? They've got 3 cards left. Do they have any more boss? Oh, wow, they're burning everything right now. Okay. Like, if we could just tank a hit with Regieleki, then maybe we just win that way, right? Okay, let's go and bring Zeraora up. And we do get an attach. Let's go and attach it to this Regieleki. And we are going to... We are not going to get the... Yeah, we're not going to get what I was hoping for here. Regieleki VMAX. Okay, let's retreat. And at this point, we are just playing, hoping that they run out of cards and they can't KO this Regieleki. That's all we're playing for right now. All they need is one boss and it's over. Or actually, they don't even have to draw up cards. Yeah, they just have the boss. So, tough loss there. Tough loss. I will say, taking 3 prizes against the... They had an amazing setup to start. That was, you know, not necessarily... I don't know if it's necessarily a strength of the deck. Like, our opponent probably could have played that differently and not had the Mew lose any prizes. However, yeah, I think that was an interesting enough match. They had some good luck there. Double path to the peak is interestingly high. I don't hate it. I actually like double path in this build. Is there a world where we could have won this? Maybe. We still, at the end of the day, we still only have to hit Mew VMAX 4 times total in order to win this match, and maybe we're able to get on top of them and you know, disrupt their set. They had a perfect setup though, absolutely perfect setup, and we were unable to close that out. I think that the path variant of Miraidon has a better time against Mew for multiple reasons. Path to the peak, you get to stop their draw engine. Ideally, you stop them before they can start drawing cards. On top of that, you also have the Raichu, which can take a one-shot on the Mew VMAX. In this deck, even with both Regieleki VMAX's set up and no path in play, you are capping out, and the Vitality Band, you're capping out at 390 damage, which is still 20 short of taking out a Mew VMAX. So that is something to consider as well. I think Miraidon, I don't know if I've said this in the video yet. I think Miraidon is very strong. Like, at the time of this recording, the Obsidian Flames meta, Miraidon is very much having a moment, but it's not this variation of the deck. It's the Flaffy version with the Raikos and the Raichus, and I think that, you know, maybe post-rotation, the Regielekis will come back in style, but it is not necessarily the best way to play Miraidon in the current meta. So that might be something you'll look into if you're buying this deck at release, getting the Flaffy line in there and trying to play it with the path variant, which at this point is proving to be the stronger of the two. GG's. Okay. All right. Let's go and see what we can do here. You know, a little electric generator. We hit 2, and we have the opportunity here to snipe this Charmander out of existence. So we like that. But after that, I don't really know what we can do. TBH. They are going to get a second Charmander down here. At least they should. At which point... Oh, they're going to get the heat more down. Okay. Okay. Hopefully we can get, like, top deck a Miraidon and just make some stuff happen. Or even a Professor's Research would be all right here. Like, yeah, I like that we're going to get the snipe here on the Charmander. Uh-oh. Please don't put down a second Charmander. Don't put down a second Charmander. Fue Coco. What? Okay. All right, fine. I think the Charmander is the dangerous target here. And we can retreat, free pivot into the Regieleki. And this is probably the Pokemon we want. Each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. No, let's trap the Fuecoco, actually. Let's go and boss up the Fuecoco. And I will... Targeted Bolt, and we're going to drop 120 on the Charmander. And we take a prize. This is... Okay, we get an Ultra Ball. That's good. That's good. That is a start. We can make some stuff happen here. At the very least. But this is maybe not the most... Yeah, it's just not the most. Electromagnetic Sonar. We can at least grab Boss back if that is our... If that's what we're stuck with. Electromagnetic Sonar, we can get Boss back. They are going to get another Charmander down. So we are not out of the woods yet here. And they're going to play Lady. Interesting choice here. I should note, we are playing in casual right now. And I believe at this point in time that the way this deck is built is not going to hang in ranked. So I want to show like matches, and not to say that casual is necessarily easier. Sometimes you're going to run into people playing starter decks. This is like a modified starter deck. But a lot of people are still playing meta decks in casual. I think it's just like, do I want to see the numbers go down? And what's the likelihood of me getting something decent? Like, I just want to show this deck working to a certain extent. Pros and cons. I think this is kind of a good thing to showcase the con here. Okay, we do get Ultra Ball. We can make some stuff happen here. Leafy Camo Poncho is... I think we can get rid of that. And probably the Bibarel at this point in time. Let's go get a Miraidon down. And with the Miraidon, let's go and grab ourselves some stuff. A Miraidon, Regieleki. And with the second Miraidon, let's go and grab ourselves a... Do we just grab another Regieleki here? I think we do, at least for the time being. And let's grab ourselves with the electromagnetic sonar. Let's go and grab... Ooh, I can just grab generator? Heck yeah. Okay. Let's do that. I should have read that. Put a trainer card. All right. So we have an opportunity to get some energy back into play. That's nice. That's nice. They are going to get the Charmeleon in. I mean, once they get the Charizard, we're going to be in trouble because Charizard is... It's one energy short of one-shotting us. If we could take this out right away, that would be ideal. Now, if we top deck... Okay. Double energy. We only get one. Okay. However... I just think we spam the electric generators for the time being until we can make something better happen. And it might actually be better to have charged this up, like put this into the active, or get generator on this so we could snipe out this Charmeleon. That might have been the play. Okay. Do you think we can hit double generator off of... Let's see if they get the... If they get the Charizard set up, then we'll change the game plan. If they don't, then I will... And this is going to do actually not bad damage. Ooh, they're going to rope us here. Actually going to put Regieleki up. This can pivot for free. I don't think they knock us out. And then we can generator and see if we can snipe out this Charmeleon. If we get one energy, we'll put on the Miraidon. If we get two energy, we'll put on the Regieleki. Because they are not blocking the bench right now. Okay, they're going to go in with the Heatmore. 30, 60... 30, 60, 90... 120. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. Fingers crossed we get the double energy here. Oh. On your opponent's active. Oh, they're doing nothing right now. Okay. Okay. Double energy. Yes. This is what we want. This is what we want. I think the Charizard... Okay, and let's go and boss up the Fuecoco again. That is the most dangerous card. And we're going to be hitting for 150 here. Let's go and Targeted Bolt. And we're going to drop a fat 120 on the Charmeleon. Let's go and grab another card. It's a Nest Ball. And if they can retreat the Fuecoco, then we might be in trouble. I kind of want to keep spamming the generator here if they let us. This is such a weird match. Like, I like Miraidon. I think the build is a little odd. I am actually liking the targeted, like the quote-unquote bad Regieleki a little more, in the sense that we have been able to get the generator now multiple times, but most of the time it's not going to work this way. Most of the time we will not be in this situation. Now, if we... Okay. Let's go and see what we can do here. We can Ultra Ball. We can get another Regieleki down for whatever that's worth. I don't think it's worth anything, though. Let's go and Electromagnetic Sonar again while we still have time, and we'll grab ourselves another generator or get that same one out. As long as they're stuck, yeah, 3 retreat is huge, and they need... Oh, the Avery does suck. Let's get rid of this Regieleki, and let's get rid of the Zeraora here. Now, we can't... It does suck in the sense that we do have a second Zeraora. We don't have another Regieleki V, and there is no recovery options in this deck. No Super Rod or anything like that. We can get another Zeraora, but we don't have another Regieleki. And at least at this point in time, it's not going to matter. Okay, so yeah, they get to draw 3, but they're still not doing anything of consequence, I don't think. I think an argument could also be made that we Electric Generator onto this Regieleki again, and I don't hate that argument. Let's go and Nest Ball here, and we'll grab a Bidoof. Actually, yeah, the Bidoof or the Zeraora. I think we Bidoof because we can Miraidon for Zeraora here. Yeah, I like that. Let's Tandem Unit for Zeraora. And let's go and hit a... Let's pivot out into Regieleki and hit the generator here. Ooh, we brick on the generator. That's actually unfortunate. Let's go in Professor's Research. We get another one, though. And we can... Oh, no. We double brick? That sucks. Okay. This might actually be a problem. Okay, let's go retreat. And we'll blast with the Miraidon. And this is going to do 30, 60, 90, 120. Okay. Wow, double bricking on the generators feels terrible. Oh, man. Yeah, we are really going to have to get rolling here. Okay, so what's the play then? If we are not... I could Arven for a generator, right? To guarantee a generator. And then I think that's the play. We play Arven, get the generator. I could even Force Seal Stone. Yeah, Force Seal Stone and Generator, because we get an item and a tool. We can get Bibarel, draw up some cards. Or we could even switch. Oh, here comes the Radiant Charizard. That's actually a little bit of a problem. For 1 energy, it's going to hit pretty hard, and it will take a one-shot on something at some point. So let's be very wary of that. Is there any way we can... Okay, Beach Court's nice. Beach Court's nice. Let's Arven here, and we will grab ourselves a Generator. We only have 1 more Generator and 4 Seal Stone. Okay, let's put the stone on the Regieleki. Let's go and hit the Generator. We get 1 energy. That feels bad. Now, can we snipe? Is it worth? I don't think we can snipe anything here. At least not of consequence. Let's go and put energy on the Regieleki, actually. Okay. And I will get rid of this Regieleki and the basic energy. We'll grab a Bibarel and draw up. We actually can't attack this turn, can we? No, we cannot. Okay, let's go and retreat. And we will retreat into, I guess, the bad Regieleki. And this actually kind of helps, because we can go and grab ourselves another Generator. And if they keep the heat more up there, they still can't attack us. Okay, they put down another Fuecoco. I think the play at this point is if we can Generator, attach energy to like the Regieleki, and we can take out this Charizard. The Charizard here is the scariest thing of all of these. I'm sorry this match isn't against a more meta deck, hopefully in this video, and I don't know if we will get a more meta relevant match. This is not necessarily something you... I guess if you're starting out, like I know that a lot of newer players are starting out playing, you know, they'll buy their League Battle deck and you're working your way at the bottom of the ladder and you'll face stuff like this, but this is not necessarily the money matches that you would be hoping for here. Now, this Charizard's not gonna hit. They gotta attach 1 more energy to make this count. So let's see what they do here. I'm very curious to see what they do. And actually, if we Regieleki, we could snipe this. Okay, yeah, I don't know if they realized what that play wasn't possible here. Oh no, we brick off the Generator, and that's unfortunate. I will attach to the Regieleki. And let's go and retreat. We'll only... Oh, we have to discard both. That still sucks. Let's attach the band to... What? I can't... Oh, I can't attach to the VMAX. That's fine. Sure. Vitality Band here. Oh, do we... I don't think we can... I don't feel comfortable researching right now. Because then we're only down to, like, 5 cards. Let's Photon Blaster. Now, our big problem... Okay, we find the 4th Generator. That's good. Our other problem here is we're probably going to get knocked out at this point. I think we get knocked out by this Heatmore. Is that we are... we're going to lose this Miraidon. And we don't really have a lot of other attacking options at this point. Here comes the Charmander. Again, this Charmander... If they get Charizard set up, we are dead. We're just straight up dead. And I don't want that. So if we can set up this Regieleki again to snipe this Charmander, I mean, we could just boss. And that's a thing we can do as well. They're going to knock out the Miraidon. We've only got a handful of cards left. in our deck to make this happen, which is okay. It's okay. But yeah, we have to take this out for sure. All right, let's go. And is it worth Miraidoning for anything? I don't even know if we can. No, we don't have it. We just end up shuffling our deck. Hopefully we can hit something off this generator here. We don't hit anything off the generator. That's bad. However, let's go and retreat. We'll bring Regieleki up. Let's go and boss up the Charmander. And I'll thin our hand here. Let's go and get rid of these 2 cards. Let's go see what we even have in the deck. That's it? We have no more energy? Oh, gosh. Okay. Let's go and thin our hand then. Let's go grab... Fine. I'll grab a Regieleki VMAX. How have we gone through all of the energy? 1, 2, 3. Oh, gosh. Okay. We will... Oh, we can start Alchemy for something. Does that even matter? I don't think it does. Not right now. Let's go on Max Thunder and Lightning for 220. Okay. How about... Okay, there's on energy. But again, we don't have a lot going for us here. We need to... We need to retreat and then get a switch if we're gonna win this game. Do we have any more switch options left in the deck? We should. We should. Arven should get us there. Then we switch, we retreat into one of these 3 things, and then we bring Regieleki back and we win. This was a weird match. A very weird match. I don't think this 20 attached to this Pokemon. Yeah. And this is going to do 120. Yeah, I think the biggest thing... I don't even know if they have... We've never seen the chart. They could be playing... The other thing they could be playing is the Pokemon Go Charizard, which I actually think is what they were trying to do, which turns all of their basic fire energy into 2 fire energy, at which point these attacks do more damage. I think that's what they've been going for this entire time, which makes me feel like it's not exactly the game plan I thought they were going for, but it makes me feel good knowing that we have made a concerted effort to go after the Charmanders, because making these attacks do double would have destroyed us. Okay, our opponent's picking a new Pokemon. They're going to go in with the Entei, and they're still hitting for a decent chunk of change here. Yeah, 140. Not bad. Yeah, in a world where the Charizard was set up, they'd be doing 280. Okay, here we go. This is where Arven shows off its skill. We have 1 switch and 1 Vitality Band. All right, so the way this works, we will pivot. We'll switch out into the Zeraora, and we will then pivot back into the Regieleki, and we will swing for 200 damage. I guess, yeah, the Entei does take less damage with that ability. We take the final prize and win the game. So, GG, that was a weird match. That was a weird match, I will admit. And this is not necessarily the way that I would... This isn't necessarily the type of matchup you should be preparing for, I will admit. However, it did show some interesting facets of this deck that even I wasn't ready for. Like the fact that we were able to grab Electric Generator over and over again with the bad Regieleki. That's oftentimes referred to the bad Regieleki. That was good. I was not expecting to run out of energy, particularly in the mid game. I was wondering, like, why aren't these generators working? And then we just ran out. So I guess that's something to keep in mind as well. And even though this isn't, like, you know, no shade to our opponent, it was not necessarily the strongest deck. We did have issues there. There was very much a world in which we wouldn't have able to make it across the finish line just because we didn't have energy on the board, enough attackers rolling. And that's something that can happen in this deck. I think that you really want to get set up fast and smother your opponent early, and you don't want to drag it out. And in this particular instance, we almost got exposed there. Thankfully, I think the biggest thing that we did that was smart was making sure they could not get Charizard set up. I'm pretty certain, now that I think about it, it's the one that makes your basic fire energy count as 2, at which point their Heatmore and their Entei would have done a ton of damage and wiped us off the map completely. So, yeah, this one ended up being a little more interesting than I thought it would be when we first started this match. GG's. And there we go. That is the Miraidon League Battle deck. It is maybe a little bit of a weird build, especially with the Flaffy variant taking all of the limelight right now, but it's not necessarily the most difficult to modify the deck in the immediate term if you want to play the Flaffy variant, and long term Regieleki might find its way back into prominence. So before we go, I do want to talk about 2 of the main ways to upgrade Miraidon, at least at this point in time. And there are other ways as well you can play with Miraidon, which makes it very cool. It's probably going to be the backbone of Lightning decks going forward. So I did want to pull up a couple of examples of other builds and upgrade paths to consider. This one here, and we're not going to go through like every single card, I just want to talk about the framework of the deck. This one was popularized by Tricky Jim, aka, well, real name Andrew Mahone, who placed 21st at the 2023 World Championships with this variant of Miraidon. And this does not have the Regielekis in it. It includes Raichu and Raikou as secondary attackers and arguably primary attackers, with Miraidon mostly acting as setup. We have Flaffies for energy acceleration here, and the big card here is Path to the Peak, where you are hoping to shut off your opponent's abilities. You are still using Miraidon to set up really fast, Electric Generator to flood the board with energy, and then closing the door with Path to the Peak so that your opponent can't set up. And this is proving so far to be the way to play Miraidon, at least at this point in time of this recording. It's the Obsidian Flames meta, and Miraidon in this format, in this variation, is one of the top decks right now. Now, it doesn't mean you can't play a upgraded Regieleki build. Here's an example from Limitless, played by ANG3L Streams, Angel Streams, there it is. The way they've upgraded it, they still only have 2 Miraidon, but they do have 3 Regielekis, which increases the damage by 90 on your basic attackers. We do have Raikou in the deck, which I think is a must. Raikou being able to attack for only 2 energy changes the math of this deck and helps the deck go even faster. I do like the inclusion of Raichu in the deck, though I'm concerned that there isn't going to be enough energy on the board, considering there isn't a Flaffy for energy acceleration. You're relying solely on Generator at that point. But if you can get enough energy on the board, Raichu is an amazing attacker that can one-shot anything in the game. We do have a Squawkabilly in here where you get to discard your hand on the first turn and draw up to 6 cards. Can help you if you brick early on, which is great. I like the Pumpkaboo here. It might be a little difficult to get the Pumpkaboo going, but it lets you bump a stadium, especially like Path to the Peak. You can bump it out of play. The Radiant Greninja lets you discard an energy and draw 2 cards. Can help you with consistency and getting the cards you need. And then interesting that the Zapdos is in here. It also boosts your basic Pokemon's damage so that you're doing even more with that. So here's a potential way of upgrading Regieleki and Miraidon together. That said, there are other ways of playing Miraidon. If you like Dialga V-Star, there's a way of working Miraidon in there. Magnezone EX is a way of playing with Miraidon, and even Magnezone V-Star works decently well with Miraidon as well. And I think Miraidon is a great choice for the League Battle deck treatment, because whether it's Regieleki or Raikou or Raichu or whatever it might be, the core of Miraidon and Electric Generators is probably going to be the backbone of Lightning decks for years to come. But for now, I gotta get going. Let me know in the comments, are you going to get this League Battle deck? Are you excited for it? How are you gonna upgrade it? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. Some quick plugs before we get out of here. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In Third Person. You can find me on Twitch at In Third Person, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.